Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some thoughts from Psalm 40. I was recently reading this chapter and a lot of it stuck out to me kind of in a fresh new way, and so I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. When I first stumbled across this psalm, when it first really became meaningful to me, was when God got a hold of my life in 2010. I thought I was a Christian for many years, and then God changed all my thinking and showed me my need for salvation, and that's when I became a Christian. So a lot of this applies to me as a new Christian, but it also applies to me now, 8 years later, as I'm growing in my faith. So I'm just going to read the chapter verse by verse, and kind of if there's something that sticks out to me in that verse, I'm just going to share it. Not every verse has something that sticks out, so just hang in there with me on this. Okay, verse 1. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. He brought me up out of the pit of destruction, out of the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock, making my footsteps firm. This totally describes when I was first saved. God brought me out of my sin and has set me on a rock, making my steps firm. I guess now my thoughts on this is waiting patiently for God and knowing that he hears my cry for when I ask him for things. He's not just up there ignoring me. He's hearing me and he's listening to what I have to say. Verse 3, he put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see and fear and will trust in the Lord. This is my hope, that many will see my life and will trust in the Lord, not because of any good that I've done, but because of God working through me. Verse 4, how blessed is the man who has made the Lord his trust, and has not turned to the proud, nor to those who lapse into falsehood. How blessed is the man who makes God his trust. I don't do so well with trusting God always, and so this is definitely something I'm working on. There's also the promise of being blessed when you trust in God. Verse 5, many, O Lord, are the wonders which you have done in your thoughts toward us. There is none to compare with you. If I would declare and speak of them, they would be too numerous to count. Mind-blowing! God is great. Number 6, sacrifice and meal offering you have not desired. My ears you have opened. Burnt offering and sin offering you have not required. Then I said, behold, I come. In the scroll of the book it is written of me. I delight to do your will, O my God. Your law is within my heart. I really do delight to do God's will and to seek after what it is that he would have me to do. I think also God really delights when we do what he asks. Number 9, I have proclaimed glad tidings of righteousness in the great congregation. Behold, I will not restrain my lips. O Lord, you know. I have not hidden your righteousness within my heart. I have spoken of your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not concealed your loving kindness and your truth from the great congregation. This has two things for me, I think. Number 1, it stood out to me to proclaim God's goodness and his loving kindness and his truth to everyone, and so that's why I'm sharing this with you right now. That's kind of where the whole idea of sharing this came from. But also, it struck me of God's faithfulness and his salvation, his loving kindness and his truth. That sums up who he is, and that's pretty amazing. That God would love me. Wow, just amazing. Verse 11, you, O Lord, will not withhold your compassion from me. Your loving kindness and your truth will continually preserve me. Again, God is compassionate and just has such a love for me and for everyone. It's really amazing. His compassion knows no bounds. Number 12, for evils beyond number have surrounded me. My iniquities have overtaken me so that I am not able to see. They are more numerous than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me. Make haste, O Lord, to help me. Let those be ashamed and humiliated together who seek my life to destroy it. Let those be turned back and dishonored who delight in my hurt. Let those be appalled because of their shame, who say to me, aha, aha. I think when David was writing this, I think he was really meaning a physical enemy. But when I was reading this again, I was like, Satan is a very real enemy, and he totally wants to destroy me. He does not want me to live for the Lord. So he's going to do everything in his power possible to distract me from God. And that's not okay. He's going to try to discourage me in multiple ways, in my marriage, in my family life, in just everything. He's going to take the littlest things that might not normally bother me, and he's going to try to discourage me and silence me from them. And so Satan is not going to win. Jesus is on his throne, and he will win. It continues to say, let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. Since I am afflicted and needy, let the Lord be mindful of me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, oh my God. So when we seek God, we can rejoice and be glad in him. And he is our help and deliverer. Like, he will deliver us from Satan and his schemes to discourage us and silence us, God will win and he will help us to prevail. And it also says, the Lord be magnified. It basically means, God, let me make you look good. Not that God needs our help, but we should be making God look good. So I think that's like my main takeaway here is like, okay, so Satan wants to destroy me, but God is so much bigger than that. He will be my help and my deliverer, and I can't let him win. I will proclaim God's faithfulness to all generations. I will rejoice and be glad in him, and he is my helper. Whom shall I fear? That's all for this video. I just wanted to share those things that God was working in me on, just a little bit of it. I hope this was encouraging to you as well. I'd love to hear which verse stuck out to you as I was talking about them and how it encouraged you. So let me know down in the comments. This is kind of a different video than I normally do, but I really felt like I should share it with you guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.